there was a certain relativity behind the kind of 12-step plan and the kind of Revolver Soul configuration, in the sense that when we started, you know, a club here and we got a studio here and all stuff like that, we were kind of in a situation where we could experiment to a certain extent with, you know, different genres, different stylings, and a lot of the agenda of the 12-step plan was to get the band used to kind of working quite quickly and kind of throwing material out willy-nilly, with, some would say, little, you know, with scant attention to quality control, which is fair enough. I mean, you know, some of the songs are a bit, you know, whatever, but there was definitely a filter process that went on from our ability to kind of send tracks out from nothing to fans, and even, you know, talking to you about the response getting back, it was nice to feel at that time on a kind of quite fundamental level that people were kind of interested in the dynamic that we had as a band, of how we develop our kind of aesthetic. So, you know, if you're saying there's a, you know, what's the relationship between the 12-step plan and Revolver Soul, is quite kind of clear in the sense that, you know, whether it was right or wrong, the 12-step plan did set up a talking point to which we were, Alabama 3 was saying, well, we'll relate to you as kind of, you know, individuals into our band, you know, and make some comments on it. I'm not saying that sort of bled right through to the final kind of choices of Revolver Soul, but it was very much part of that kind of, you know, emotional area at the time. It was after MOR, which is a kind of more lightweight kind of, you know, critique on all things decadent. I think Revolver Soul is very much a party album. It's something that you know, the ladies' asses have been moved to the left and right all night, and gangsters to back be feeling fine all night. It's one of them ones.
But as a concept, it's more about this place. It's more about Jamm, I think. The way I came in halfway through, really, or more than that. It's about Jamm. It's about the people that have been met around here. We said this earlier. You know, Conrad Natty and everybody else, like Tenafly and everything, being around here. Keith Formula, not Dave. And that's what I enjoyed. The whole cross-fertilisation of this place we call Brixton, which has come to this place at this point in time. This is a celebration of this. That's what I found, really. My job was really to try and keep it fresh and not indulgent, and so I think.
But you did it up on a point that, and that does relate again to the 12-step plan and to our environment of what we are as musicians now in this environment in terms of download culture, and the most pertinent and demanding kind of principle we've tried to abide by in terms of setting up you know, Ostrich Records or, you know, Jamm Studios, is to inculcate a certain democracy into the whole proceedings, which is a kind of almost an open door policy, and in the pursuit of doing that, we've met people like Revolver MC, who shares the studio with us, Daddy Fred, all these really cool people, you know, and you know, Jamm Studios remains and you know, I'm happy to say it's a very dynamic area at the moment. So Revolver Soul is just a reflection of that. It's just one kind of facet of a wider kind of lifestyle kind of choice, really, which should hopefully, we like to think, is, you know, going to be imparted to, you know, kids around the country. You know, get on with it. You know, open your doors, do music on a democratic basis. You know, we've got about 83 guests on the record. It's an all-time record, I think.
Well, it's not an all-time record for your guest list, is it? Let's face it.
No.
It's just actually the album's just a reflection of the guest list.